In this edition of today's Massive Distraction, we talk about potential ultra-large format macro photography with the number 4 Acme Synchro shutter. Part 1. As always, folks, back on my bullshit here this morning, I have two Ilex number 4 Acme Synchro shutters. Kind of coming full circle here. Back when we were on the road, I was looking for a shutter to fit my 19-inch CP GERS so I could use it on my ultra-large format 11x14 and actually have a shutter. This is that original Ilex that I got and restored on the road. If you remember, it had a broken spring here. And I fashioned one. This is the donor shutter we'll talk about in a second. But I fashioned a new spring, and that's that there. Tempered it with a cigarette lighter. Put it in there, and it still didn't work. I think it was a load problem. But this is the original Ilex spring. And that's the one I made. Pretty close. Fairly proud of that. I'm going to pop in our donor spring on this little post. Two little grooves on either side. This should seat in. As such, felt a little pop. Get them centered up there. And we'll just cap it off with our ultra tiny washer and screw assembly. Let him seat there. I want to take a little stroll and talk about the shutter while it's mounted in the camera. And on the trip, I want to correct something that I said just a minute or two ago about the shutter itself. It is true, this is a Acme number 4 Synchro shutter, but this is made by Kodak Eastman, or Eastman Kodak. The other shutter was an actual Ilex brand. They're both Acme number 4s. The parts are essentially interchangeable, but just so you know, this is made by Kodak. Today is Leia's birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, love. Have a little party later on. First, let's talk about the shutter here. As you can see, it's mounted up in old Eastwood 10-inch commercial Kodak Ektar f6.3 to f45 aperture, 1 second to bulb plus time shutter modes. And believe it or not, this also has a flash sync that we're not going to get into right now. Now, to operate the shutter, you set your aperture with that dial. You set your shutter speed with the outer bezel here. You cock the shutter